Alright, guys, welcome back to another episode of the best mod pack there is. The only mod pack, Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial. Last time, right now we're back where last time that event that kind of made me just be like, I'm done. I'm totally done. I have now come back with ×2 manganese phosphide wire. So we have our. Please tell me this is. I guess that's the acceptor, not the battery. Let's go back in here. So we do have it wired up to perpetually fill this battery, which is nice. Because that essentially means we don't need this setup here anymore. In fact, what I'm going to do is we'll pull that off. And we will take all of the fuel out of there. I'll just leave it there, I guess, for now. I have been getting some stuff ready, and I'm actually pretty stoked because I've got quite a bit of stuff ready for... I watched a video to find out how to use this. And like I said, I've never used the AE2 crafting system. And I believe even the newer stuff was updated. So it's like, I don't even know the new stuff, let alone the old stuff. Now, I did get some stuff set up so we can make circuits easier so that we can get more of the engineering presses, logic presses, and all that other stuff. Because we're actually going to need more than just the one of these. Because once you've got these, you need to make yourself some of the crafting co-processing units and some of the 1K or like any of the crafting storage stuff. So we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves out some of the stuff I was making. So the two things that I need to be able to do with that is I need an advanced chemical bath, number 2, because you have to have the high voltage one, and I'm going to need a medium voltage transformer. And so to get the advanced chemical bath, we needed 2 of the circuits, an HV machine hole, gold cable, 2 HV conveyors, and an HV electrical pump. I've almost got the stuff for this, but I can go ahead and make all of the rotors that I need, which is 5. Once I've got those, we'll go ahead and make the 2 of these that we need. Oh, they didn't put them in there, so that'll get those in there. Now we just need to go get ourselves a steel rotor and screw. I don't know if I have any steel screws. We'll go check. I believe I do, because before having to do the update that destroyed all my tools, I had to get some steel screws for making my wire cutters I made. Yep, so I got the 1 steel screw there. Let's come back over here. And I really need to hurry up and finish this move because we're running low on battery power in our big 16-volt battery cell. So go ahead and put... Can I not melt that down? I need a higher tier 1, don't I? Okay, can I make the rotor in a extruder? Yeah. I just need another one of those, so I guess what we'll do with that should be able to put this in there. We'll grab 4 more. I have the wire cutters on me. Once I got that, should be number 4 circuit. That'll give us another one of those molds. And then from there, I can actually cut out the second mold. But the other thing that we're going to need is we need to get a couple of these extra things. So I have, I believe, 8 of these gold wires up top. And we have 2 used already. So there's 3. There's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7. So it looks like we do have enough of those. We'll go ahead and grab this out. I think it does have to be done in a... Yeah, it has to be done in a 3x3 crafting bench. So right there, we'll get us our rotor. So let's go ahead and come up here. Okay, and then, where was it? Extruder. Put the rotor up there, steel right there. Running out of space in this chest at the moment. I think we're gonna need those anyways. We'll pull those out. I do need to go ahead and grab those gold cables, and then I need to make 2 copper cables, is what it was. So let's go grab our copper. That is copper. Go ahead, wire mill that up. Coat those 2. Now we should be able to make this. We just have to go grab it and put it in the assembler, because I prefer to not use the tools. One of the other things it does say with the AE crafting system is do not use Gregtech tools to craft. Use the assembler recipes, because if the Gregtech tool breaks, and, well, there is a way around it, they've said. Basically, if the Gregtech tool breaks and you have the Gregtech tool on Autocraft, it will craft, like, way more items. It often just breaks the system and doesn't work properly. So they say it's just way better to not have to worry about that. We're going to grab out, I guess I have both of those. Let's go ahead and make this one here. I guess I already have this stuff, so it just says to go ahead. It's not going to let me make it because those aren't in the system. Where'd they go? Hello? I think this is what it's talking about. So... oh, that's the pattern terminal. Derp. Of course it wouldn't work in there. There we go. So now we'll clear that out. We'll grab out my screwdriver and wrench again. We do need 2 of the gold wire. And we will go make both of our machine holes that we're going to need for this. And I guess I did forget to do the copper cables I needed. But for the MV machine hole, we need our 2 copper cables. We need 2 more, or 4 more copper cables for the other thing. So let's go get that over here. 1, 2. And then while these are putting on their the covering, the rubber on the outside, we're going to go ahead and go check up on seeing if I can find my energy circuit parts right there. We need 2 of those. So let's go ahead and grab those out. Wait for these to finish up, and I'll meet you back up at the top when we're ready. Alright, we are back here, and we are ready to go ahead and start assembling everything. So I'm just going to make sure everything's dumped in the chest that we need. So with our medium voltage transformer, we do need the 2 of the ultra low power circuit things that you can get with the silicone. We need 4 copper cables, an MV machine hole, and a gold cable. That'll give us our MV machine hole so we can actually power this advanced chemical bath. And then it just looks like we're missing the tempered glass, which I honestly can't believe I didn't pull it out because I already had it crafted. It's already sitting in this machine here. And tempered glass is literally just take regular glass, resmelt it in that specific machine there. Can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But you gotta make sure you resmelt it with some oxygen and it'll work. And now with that, we got our advanced chemical bath. Now, what I do want to do is I want to move this stuff, both of these back 1. So what I'm going to do is we're going to first pick up this. Then we're going to pick up the fuel in that drum. That's now empty. We'll pick this up. I'll wait for that power to drain really quick. I'll pick that up. We'll pick up the voltage battery buffer. And then I want to place this thing just like that. We want the high voltage machine there. I want my battery buffer next. So we'll place it like that. And then the generator. Like that, with that right on top. And the battery buffer, we'll dump in all of our batteries again. And there we go. Why is this one? I might need to just disconnect this for a second. Because that should feed out before it needs to convert 4 into 1 high voltage. Is it not doing this thing? Let's see if I need to do this. No. Oh, it's trying to step down. Let's see. So let's go ahead and put that back, actually. We'll pick up do I want a screwdriver? Is that what I want? No. Can I right click it? No. Wrench? No, that's not what I want. Is it shift right click? How do I make it step up? Soft mallet. Okay, gotcha. Let's go grab my soft mallet. So the only thing I'm questioning, and I hope it works the way I'm looking for, is that it'll also let energy feed through it. So let's go ahead and put that in there. We want this like that. Put that back out, and do that. Now if I hit it with a soft mallet, power does not travel through it still. So what we're going to want to do is we'll pick it up. I'm going to go ahead and place it like so. Chemical bath. Make sure it says step up. And then we'll go grab ourselves another 4x copper cable real quick. And 4 together, 4x copper wire, and cover that. And we got our 4x copper cable. Now we can go ahead and remove all of this stuff up here since we got it all. I'm going to go ahead and move those for now too. Now, to make my yellow dye, which is what I was looking to do, we need to make the yellow lens, which requires the chemical yellow dye. Now, to do that, we need sulfuric acid, salt, and any sort of yellow dye. I do believe I have some dandelions I can just go pick. So we want to do sulfuric acid. And it looks like one of the best ways to get that was to... It was a simple way that I saw. Sulfur trioxide. I think that's what it was. Sulfur trioxide in a chemical reactor. And so the one thing we are going to have to do is we're going to have to get this vinyl chloride out of here. Okay, so now with that, to get the sulfur trioxide, our best bet is to get sulfur dioxide. To get sulfur dioxide, we need oxygen with a circuit board of 2 and some sulfur. So let's grab our sulfur. Should have some in one of these chests here. No, I don't. It's all in the... right there. Check that recipe. I'm just going to grab 2 just in case. So, there's 1 circuit board of 2. I guess that it was it right there. So that gives us the 1. I'm just going to go ahead and dump the rest of this in here. So we have an empty cell again. Now if we take that, dump it right back in there, it gives us what we're looking for there. Now to get the sulfuric acid, we just got to do water with it. So what we're going to want to do is take our screwdriver up to that and just go ahead and empty out oxygen. Put this right on over here. Grab our bucket out, come out and grab a piece of water. And this should work just like so. And then to get our chemical yellow, we just have to insert yellow and some salt. So we'll move this one back on over. So let's go find our salt here. I know I should have some. Right there. So we got our 2 salt. And should have some yellow flowers around here somewhere. Flowers are normally all over the place, but you know, the one time you need them, it's when you gotta go look for them. Oh, right over here. So that'll get us the yellow. The best part is we can actually now make 4 more types of lenses here. I believe it's the yellow one that we need. So if we use that chemical reactor yellow dye with the lens, and then the uses for the lens in the laser graver, yep, we need the SOC wafers. So the yellow one is precisely what we're looking for. So if we go ahead and pop that on out, insert that and the salt, it'll take 250 of our sulfuric acid, and we'll make the exact amount of yellow dye that we need to make 1 lens. So that'll be nice, and I already have a lens prepped up top for that. And then we'll be able to get this lens. Once this lens is ready too, oh my goodness, that crafting recipe for all of our circuits becomes extremely cheap. Because instead of needing all of these random different parts, the resistors, this, that, and the other, it's just simple matter of, where it is, lay this there. It's just a simple matter of the one circuit. It does look like I need... Am I short? No, I'm not short. It's not getting power. Derp. So we'll place that there. Click that in. There we go. So that'll just take a mere 10 seconds here. We've got our brand new yellow lens. Let's plop that on in there. I did actually set up 4 of these. Where's my saw? Advanced cutting machine. So dip those in there. I should still have my lubricant thing somewhere. It should be in here actually. Which will cut down significantly on the time that we need for this. Looks like it only uses 20 of it too. And it's going to be 20 seconds instead of, what, 2 whole minutes is what it was before? 30 seconds. No, not even 30 seconds. It was 40 seconds per. So yeah, that significantly cuts down on our time here. Which means we'll just be able to straight up plop those out of here. I'm going to put a whole 16 in here to start going. Maybe. Oh no. It only works on the next wafers. Sad day. Really sad. Well, that just means that we should work on getting our next coils here. And it does have, now that we've got the high voltage bath, we can go ahead and look at oh wait, oh, we have to get the freezer first? So you're telling me we have to go all the way down this line to get over here before we can even do this stuff? Okay, well, that's good to know. Well, the high voltage chemistry unlocks reactor, unlocks new recipes for ever growing demand of more advanced chemistry. A lot of content is unlocked by the HV age, however not all of them are useful just yet. It would make HV too dense to include all of them here, so yeah, it does look like we are going to need to get that. So I guess while we got that done, might as well work on starting to set up some of the stuff for the auto-crafting. So what I wanted to look at with that, we need ourselves the co-processing unit. We also need ourselves, it's ME interface is what it is. That's what it's called. And those require, so LV, conveyor modules, formation cores. It looks like depending on how much you want those cores to, how cheap you want it to be, essentially, depends on which one you make. And considering I want at least 2, I think we'll make the tier 2 one. So let's just go ahead and make sure we got that recipe on lock as well. Actually, we should make the 4, because that's not too much more expensive there, and we are going to need them. But to make these, we need more of this stuff. So let's look at some of our circuits here. Let's get our advanced microprocessor. So those, our best bet is to use these CPU ones. Resistors, capacitors, transistors, and copper coils. So let's look at that. We have our... We have none of that in here. Was it all in here now? Guess what I'm going to do is we're going to place that in there. We do need the integrated circuits for it, right? Nope, we need CPUs. CPUs, we need the capacitors though. Alright, so resistor, capacitor, transistor, CPUs. It looks like it also doesn't matter on the copper wire, but the CPUs are made using our diamond lens, it looks like. So we'll grab out our diamond lens and we'll just start mass producing these the best we can. Pop those in there. I'm going to pull out all of the weird odds and end materials we've got in here and pop them straight into here. Give me that cell back though. Okay, I'm gonna go take a sleep really quick and I'll be back when I got some more of these circuits made up. Alright, we are back trying to get the last of this stuff done. I do need to go ahead and make some of the interfaces, and I'm going to need one more of these molecular assemblers. We're going to add that there too. But as we go down here to our canning machine, because that's where we need to put these in here, we'll put 2 of these in there, and this will get us our processing units. Oh my goodness. And then we need to put those in there to get our storage components. Now, from what I remember seeing, so we got those. Let's check. I thought I had some extra bolts around here. Should have some Certus quartz bolts. I don't think I have. I do have a couple extra quartz bolts. Just gonna grab these instead of a bunch of the extra stuff. Although I probably am gonna need some more. So let's go ahead and actually just grab like 16 of those. As for that, I don't know. But we might. Yeah, we have a couple extra. So we'll just actually bring up a full stack of each, because we need those to make our formation and destruction cores that go in here. Having one molecular assembler, I believe we can use just the one for now, but I will make another one off camera. As for this one, we're going to do... I did not prep any of that stuff. I do think I'm just going to do the other recipe, because I have motors prepped to make this. I just got to solidify some rubber. I left it up top. So I guess we'll just grab our fluid solidifier and take it up there with us. But thing that I was missing, that I did not understand, is you do have to have both the co-processing units and the storage. So if I place that right there, and then we've got to get the other units, and it'll make a multi-block structure. And then once you've got that, you can go ahead and place your molecular assembler on top. You need 2 interface. Well, you only need 1 interface, I believe, but I'm going to put 2 interfaces, and we'll get another molecular assembler there. So let's go make some of those formation and destruction cores, which I believe those do require. They do not require, they just require vacuum tubes, which I should have some on me somewhere. Let's go ahead and get those out. I guess they don't necessarily require the vacuum tubes per se, but I have a bunch of spare ones from previously, so I might as well use them all. We'll go ahead and grab ourselves... I thought I had a bigger storage cell. 3, I do. There we go. Find the rubber. Go ahead and dump it straight in there. Get ourselves 6 plates. I should have 1 tin cable. We're good there. So we'll grab the 6 sheets that we need. And then I should just have my, yep, 2 motors in there. That up. And then we need our formation core, because we're missing those because they're all in over here. Now we just need to go grab some glass. So I'll go down, grab the glass, and then we'll see if I can just set it up the way it is, because I'm pretty sure we can. Because the multi-block structure is just the processing unit stuff. Glass is over in this one. Right. Now, if we go ahead and come over here, and we say, let's make ourselves formation core, make 2 of those. Let's just dump everything in there. That dumped in, we go dump that in, dump that in. Try this again. We got 1 more formation core. Two of those. We should be able to make 1. No, we still need our steel plates. Which we will be right back after I grab those. Alright, we are back. We can make that individual ME interface. And then I should be able to just place that down right here. It does say that that's online. We can now put our patterns in there. I think I have a single pattern in there, which we're actually going to change that pattern really quick. It doesn't let me think. Okay. So what I want that pattern to be is I want that pattern to be formation cores. So we'll encode the formation core, pull that one out, and that's actually the annihilation core. It will encode the formation core. And then we should be able to, if we dump those in here, should be able to come over here and say, go ahead and craft me one. And there we go. The Autocraft is working. And so the only thing about it is you do need the processors, coprocessors, to be able to get that done. Now, using my blank patterns, I can set up a lot more stuff to be able to autocraft. The biggest thing I want to be able to autocraft is those components, because as soon as I can get all of the different component things be able to be on autocraft, we can start moving some more machines in here, get these ME interfaces hooked up to some of the actual machines that we'll be using, like the wire extruder, all of that stuff. We can get them wired up to the back side of these machines and fully automate, basically route power underneath. On the back side of the machines is where I'll put the ME interface so that we can have items go in and items come out, and the Autocraft will be able to do its thing. So that'll actually be pretty nice, because then I can start auto-crafting stuff instead of having to sit here going back and forth and back and forth. We'll have to see if there's a way to get chemicals as well on Autocraft, just because I don't want to be sitting here trying to figure that stuff out with the extremely large amount of hydrofluoric acid, sulfuric acid I'm going to have to start using to make more of these circuit boards, all of that stuff. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me this time as we get our AE Autocrafting set up and find out that that chemical bath is not going to quite work yet, considering we need to upgrade our blast furnace. So we got a little bit of ways away to get that done. See you guys next time. Bye!